Chapter 89. Turning the Tables. Uncle Pierce, can I ride that? Lily pointed her little finger at the carousel in operation. She'd seen children on TV ride these big horses when they came to amusement parks. She'd remembered it, wanting to ride one too when she came. Of course you can. Adrian bounced Lily slightly and raised his chin at Ava, signaling her to go cue. Ava really wanted to kick him out. How dare he order her around? But Lily surprisingly liked Adrian a lot, so she had to let it go. Lily had been born without a father and lacked paternal love. With Adrian being over 20 years older than her, it was easy for her to cast him in a father figure role. Aunt Ava, do we need to cue? I'll go with you. Lily, you should call me sister. Ava tapped Lily's nose gently. She really didn't know what Adrian had said to Lily on the way here. Lily had suddenly started calling her Aunt. Oh, but Uncle Pierce said to call you Aunt. Confusion appeared in Lily's eyes. Her bright black eyes darted between the two of them, unsure whose instruction to follow. Just call her Aunt. Let's go cue. Before Ava could answer, Adrian was already carrying Lily toward the back of the queue. It was Saturday, and the amusement park was especially crowded. Ava watched Adrian's retreating back as he carried Lily away, slightly lost in thought. Today, Adrian wore light-colored casual clothes, his hair unstyled, falling softly on his head. Fluffy. He looked very gentle overall, quite different from his usual cold demeanor. The image of him holding Lily actually gave her a sense of warmth and happiness. So, Adrian really liked children too? Ava lowered her gaze toward her lower abdomen. Aunt Ava, come cue quickly! Lily waved her little hand, calling out in Ava's direction. Coming! Ava suppressed her emotions, raised a sweet smile, and quickly walked toward Lily and Adrian. After queuing for a long time, the three finally got on. Because Lily was too small, Adrian rode with her. Ava belatedly realized something was off. She was supposed to be taking Lily to Dinosaur Kingdom, and Adrian had just tagged along. How had he turned the tables on her? Lily, peace sign. Ava lifted the camera hanging around her neck. In the lens, Lily hugged Adrian's arm, her eyes curved in a smile as she made a scissor hand gesture. The moment the shutter clicked, that handsome face turned toward her. Click. This moment froze in Ava's camera. Lily had been very shy at first when taking photos, but after Ava took a few shots, her smile became increasingly natural. Still haven't made up. At the pool hall, Andy hit a ball and withdrew his cue, nudging Wesley, who'd mentally checked out long ago. No. He'd thought all last night. Being child-free wasn't a small issue for him. Could he accept a future without children? As his friend said, maybe Ava would change her mind later, but she might also never change. If he regretted it then, what would happen between them? He hoped to think it through before making a decision. If you really can't accept it, just let it go. It's not like you can't find a girlfriend. Nathan shrugged. Andy agreed. Right now, you're still in the honeymoon phase, so maybe you can compromise. But after the honeymoon phase, you'll inevitably end up resenting her. Wesley didn't speak. Andy's words were exactly what he worried about. He didn't want his relationship with Ava to end in an undignified way. But to break up with Ava now, he simply couldn't do it. You're here agonizing over her, but she's having quite a good time. Morgan shoved her phone in front of Wesley. In the photo, a tall man held a little girl in a tender yellow dress. The girl, half a head shorter than him, looked up with a smile, her eyes curved. She seemed to be talking either to the man or to the little girl in his arms. Wesley suddenly remembered he'd promised Lily they'd go out today. He'd forgotten. Adrian had replaced him. This realization made Wesley's heart surge with tremendous panic. She was so decisive. If he couldn't accept it, they'd have no future together. Wesley's chest felt like it was being gripped by a large hand, making it hard to breathe. Lily, your legs are so long. After changing into her swimsuit in the water park changing room, Ava crouched in front of Lily, helping her remove the watch from her wrist. Lily looked down at those slender, soft hands removing her watch, then placing it in a bag. Let's put away our clothes and go find Uncle Pierce. Okay. Lily's voice was clear. She obediently took Ava's hand. Ava had never seen such a well-behaved child. She rubbed Lily's head. After leaving the changing room, they encountered a familiar face. Aunt Ava! Tommy ran over and hugged Ava's legs. Tommy, don't call people random things. Justin's voice came from behind. Tommy didn't care about him. He'd only been home half a year, and when he came back to New Harbor, he heard Ava had a boyfriend. He was going to make a fuss, he really was. His cousin was utterly useless. "Tommy, when did you get back?" Ava rubbed Tommy's chubby little face. Tommy wasn't from New Harbor. He'd previously come to New Harbor to visit with Justin's grandmother. "I've been back a week. Cousin wouldn't let me come find you. He's so mean." Tommy hugged Ava's leg and started tattling. If he hadn't worked extra hard insisting his cousin take him here today, he wouldn't have run into Ava. But who was this person Ava was holding hands with? She looked so skinny, like she wasn't getting enough to eat. "Miss Ava, who is she?" Tommy looked at Lily, whom Ava was holding. Justin walked over and stopped in front of Ava, pulling his cousin back. When he'd first seen that photo, he'd really thought this girl was Adrian and Ava's child. Especially now that the girl had been cared for and looked more fair, she looked even more like Ava. He'd later seen the news and learned she was a girl Ava sponsored. What Ava did always seemed to exceed his expectations. What took so long? Adrian's voice made Justin turn around. Well, this was even more unexpected. "What are you doing here?" Adrian glanced at him sideways, then walked to Ava's side. Tommy's eyes widened. "Adrian, why aren't you out with your girlfriend? Why are you with my aunt?" "Call me that again and I'll send you to the sea to feed the fish," Adrian said in a low voice. Tommy's mouth fell open. He immediately hid behind Justin. "Big meanie!" Meanwhile, Logan casually opened his phone and saw a post pushed to his feed. He suddenly sat bolt upright in bed.